This is verse 27 of the 11th chapter, Gospel of Matthew. Jesus has been praising his Father, actually, with respect to the fact that God has seen fit to reveal the truths of God to those who seem less sophisticated and kept it hidden from those who seem more sophisticated. And then we have an additional idea here, which is even more dramatic as Jesus delineates further the point. So we have panta from pasa, pon means all or every, it's an adjective. This is the neuter plural, and it would therefore be rendered as all things, used substantively here. So all things, moi. This is the first person dative singular pronoun, so all things to me. Paradothe from paradidomi means to deliver over. It can be used in a variety of contexts. It's used for betraying, even, to deliver someone over, as Judas did to Jesus. But the basic meaning is to be delivered in the passive voice, and that's what we have here. So third person singular. Aorist passive indicative. The singular is being used because idiomatically in Greek it's possible to use a singular verb with a neuter plural noun. So all things are given to me. Hupo, used with the genitive, means by, as in by means of. Hupo is typically used with a person, as opposed to the dative of means, which is used with inanimate objects. So all things are given to me, hupo, by, to patros, by the Father, in the genitive singular, mu, of me. So all things are given, or have been given, were given actually in the aorist, to me. This is a statement that is referring to the past, but actually probably incorporates something of the future. Jesus will eventually say, all authority is given unto me, but that doesn't become strictly true, of course, until after the great events of the gospel take place. But in some way you can speak of the potentiality of all of this, that everything, all things, are given to Jesus by the Father. And the fact that Jesus refers to the Father as my Father, singular, his Father, of course, immediately raises the idea that Jesus is of the same substance as the Father. He is, as is the case in fatherhood, the one who has produced, the Father has produced one that is of the same substance of him, from which classical Orthodox Christianity derives the whole idea of Trinity, of course. So all things are given to me by the Father, kai, and oudes. This is an adjective. It means no one or nothing. This is the masculine nominative singular, so no one. Epigenoske from gnosko. I know. This is the third person singular present active indicative. The epi adds a little weight to it. So you might say knows fully or knows thoroughly. No one really knows would be a way of putting it. And no one really knows, ton huion, the direct object, the son, and the accusative singular. A, if, may, not. So if not, the way it's typically rendered is, of course, except. So no one knows the Son except ho pater, except the Father. Nor, ouda, here, conjunction, ton patera, the Father, tis. This is the indefinite pronoun, means no one, or in this case it means someone, a certain one. Neither does anyone, epigenoske, same verb, know the Father. A may, same construction, ho huios, the Son. So far we have this intimate and really exclusive, unique, reciprocal knowledge of one another between the Father and the Son, once again, arguing the case for Trinity here. How could it be otherwise? But now we have this additional thought connected to the Son, kai, and ho, the relative pronoun of the dative singular masculine, and to whom, ian, will take the subjunctive, and so, and if, and to whom if, bouletai, from bouleo. means to will something. It's a little stronger than thelo, which can just simply mean to wish something, to desire it. Bouleo has the idea of actually a purpose, willing it in the sense of some kind of authority that causes it to take place, which of course is precisely the sense here of if he wills it is the idea. So this is the third person singular, present middle in form, subjunctive, the subjunctive being along with ean. So the one to whom he wills it. This is the middle voice because he's willing it for his own purposes. It has a kind of reflexive sense to it. So the Son and the Father have perfect knowledge of each other, and then this knowledge is passed on to precisely those to whom the Son wills to make it known. So we have hoios, wills, apocalypsai, from apocalypto. The word apocalypse, of course, comes from this, to unveil, the one to whom the Son wills to unveil. Implied here is the idea of him. So no one knows the Father except the Son, no one knows the Son except the Father, and those to whom the Son has a particular purpose to disclose the knowledge of the Father. And that, of course, is compatible with what Jesus has said otherwise, especially in John 17 and elsewhere.